how to be a better puncher, how to develop your punches, how to punch better. That's what I want to talk about today. In this video, I'll go over some quick tips on how you can improve your punching technique with proper positioning, how to hit with your knuckles, and at the end of the video, I'll show you a quick exercise you can do to strengthen your knuckles. Yes, they involve knuckle push-ups. I'll show you how to do it simple and build it up. The punching bag was made to be punched and also kicked. We kick the bag, but punching the bag is fun too. It's not just for self-defense or for fighting, but it's just good to hit things, especially when they don't hit your back. The safe way to get started is to gauge your distance, and we don't have gloves on yet, but you just do 1, 2. Your footwork should be dependent upon how you're going to move. All right, so in karate and martial arts and taekwondo, you fight freely. Punches are normally the last thing you want to do, or if you want to set up for a kick. Boxers, they come on much wider with a big stance. So depending on what you're going to do on the bag, it varies. However, punching is punching. And we're just going to go some drills now without any kicks. So I guess more for those who are just punching. Feet wide apart, straight, turn. Now you don't have to get started by punching right away. You should start off soft and slow. Make sure you're warmed up and make sure you're loosened up so that you don't hurt yourself. Now, things that we're talking about is loosening your hips, turning your shoulders, of course, having a strong wrist, which we're going to do at the end of the video, showing the knuckle building exercise. So first thing to do is here, front hand, back hand. So 1, 2. Now watch this full punch. That's after gauging. Now watch this cross. I just barely touch the bag because I know my distance. I could stop right near the bag because I have training and I know my distance and my length. Once you have your distance from your front hand, follow your back hand, then go a little stronger. 1, or strong 1, 2. So you see, you're developing a lot of power. 1, 2, turning. That's if you have strong knuckles. But if you don't, it's always good to have gloves on first. Boxing gloves are for sparring, obviously to protect yourself and the person you're fighting. But even on the bag, you want to have extra padding, cushion to save your hands. So the same exercise I did a few moments ago, where we did punching, we have padding on our hands now. So you could actually hit the bag a little more freely without worrying about your wrists buckling or hurting the skin or damaging your knuckles. So soft and slow again. Turning. The purpose is to make sure you're turning your hips. And that's how we're developing power. Okay? Hitting. 1, 2, 1, 2. Twist, turn. Then you hit harder. Always hit harder, faster, later. Simple 1, 2. We're going to do a lot more training on different types of punches in combination with kicks. But get started with your basic punches on learning how to use your distance, gauge it properly, start off slow, and then build it up eventually. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then once you got your punches done, then you can of course add your combination with your kicks later. So a simple video to show you how to use your bag to develop your power, gauging the distance, hitting it far away, so you're not really hitting it, and then hitting with power with gloves or without. Now the quick tip I was telling you about to strengthen your knuckles, knuckle push-ups. The reason we do knuckle push-ups is 1, to get stronger skin, all right? So that when you hit something, you're not always getting cuts to the isolated callus. Number 2, your knuckles. Your knuckles have to get harder and flatter. Number 3, which is actually most important, is that your wrists are getting stronger. You're strengthening your wrists when you do knuckle push-ups. Your joints, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, everything has a punching movement and motion, but it's mostly the wrist. So you're gonna start off slow. On your knees, fingers tight, in, thumb. Try leaning your front 2 knuckles. A lot of people revert back to their last 3. Some people put out their thumb. Just put them on your front 2. Start just by standing with your feet slightly wide apart, together. Try holding for about 10 seconds. And then when you're ready, go down as low as you can. About 2 inches from the floor. Down, up. Now, of course, if that's hard for you because your knuckles or your wrists are not strong enough, start on your knees. Just like a modified push-up. All the way down. You're still gonna feel the results in your knuckles. Your skin's gonna be tighter. Your wrists will get stronger. And that's on the mat. If you wanna really challenge yourself, we're gonna do it on the floor. So here's a fun challenge, doing it on the floor. Hardwood floor. When you do knuckle push-ups on the mat, even though the mats are soft, you're still gonna feel the pressure in your knuckles. But doing the hardwood floor, there's no give. Doing the hardwood floor is a little tougher, so make sure the floor is dry, make sure your knuckles are dry, and they're going tight. All right, so again, hands here. Closed, closed. Thumb is the last thing. We're focusing the front two. Front two, 1, 2. Knuckles down, side profile right there, and I'm going straight down, all the way down, about an inch or 2 off the floor. Push up. Remember, don't stick out your thumbs. Don't lean back, lean forward. Let's go all the way down and up, down, up. Feel your knuckles pushing into the floor, pushing away from the floor. Holding your knuckles on the floor for about maybe 10 seconds, or really challenge yourself to a minute is great. You want to just do about 20 to 30 push-ups, that's also good too. So there you go. Strengthen your knuckles when you punch the bag, or when you punch anything, or anyone, hopefully not everybody, unless they really deserve it. Your knuckles will be strong. All right, so take it slow and be safe.